Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm announcing the Dominique Cosmetics summer launch, and that is the Rustic Glam Collection. I cannot wait to show you guys this palette. It is so beautiful. I kind of sneak peeked it on Insta already. Today I'm giving you the full review and showing you all the colors, doing a tutorial with it, the whole thing. So a little bit of the inspiration story on this. Rustic Glam is a bohemian glam 12-pan vibrant and versatile eyeshadow palette. It's perfect for creating bright, fun, summery looks or even deep glam glowing looks. The design on the palette was inspired by tapestry and just like beachy, carefree summer nights. I was really wanting to bring you guys that kind of a vibe with this whole collection, and I think that you guys are gonna love it. It is perfect for summer. I also have a new bag to go along with it. This is actually something that you will get free if you buy the entire kit, which is the palette, the brushes. The whole bundle is gonna be $89. The really cool thing about these brushes is that they're hemp seed powder infused. So when they were making these brushes specifically, what they do is the hemp seeds are finely ground to 3000 mesh. Then the hair fibers are coated with the powder. And what those powders do is help the brush have a greater pickup and flexibility. And so it's easy and soft on the eye, but it's picking up a really nice amount of color. And it's good for your skin because it's gonna help your skin look natural and radiant. It has 20 protein-rich amino acids to strengthen the look of the skin. I think the eyes is a very sensitive area, and I talk about this later in the video. But I think it's so important to have good for you products on your skin, no matter if it's your brush or your makeup. Everything should kind of help your skin look a little bit better. You can easily fit the palette and all your brushes, close it, and just, you know, live your life. You can put anything you want in this. I think it's super cute. I love the tassel. I think this whole Rustic Glam vibe is one of my favorite launches, to be honest. This whole collection launches June 6th, and June 6th I'm actually throwing an event for it. So on the day of the event, we will be launching the whole collection for you guys. So I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on it. The palette itself is $44, just like the other 12-pan palettes that we've had. And the brushes are $12 each. That's if you wanna buy them individually, but if you wanna buy them as a set, you can, and they are $45 as a set. So it's 5 brushes. The first one we're gonna talk about is DS01, the Blade brush. And this is actually going in the order that I thought of the brushes in and that are super important to me. So the Blade brush is super fine. It's an angled brush that you can use for a liner or your brow hairs. It's really important for me to have a very thin brush for my brow hairs, like the front of my brows. I have none, so I always like to put in fake hairs there. And I wanted this brush to do that for me. Also, I wanted it to create a very sharp, precise line. If you want to do a wing liner or a graphic liner of any kind, this brush will do it for you. So this is a sharp liner precision brush for your brows, for your eyes, and that's why I named it the Blade, because it's gonna give you those fine, sharp, precision lines. And the D is for Dominique, the S is for synthetic, and 01 is the number of the brush. So there goes that one. And then the DS02 brush is the packer. So the packer is gonna pack on eyeshadow color to your lid, just like it says. It kind of tells you what it does. And you also can use it to shade and blend a little bit if you want. But this brush was mainly created to pack on eyeshadow at a very high pigment. So the bristles are very dense and it's rounded, so it fits perfectly on the lid. So that's the packer. The DS03 is an oval shaped blending / shading brush, and you can use this with powder or cream, but this is great for blending in color that's in a precise area on your eye. And also you can use this to contour your nose if you want like a really thin line here. Because it's in an oval kind of shape, it's densely packed together, but fanned out on the very end. You can easily blend with this brush as well as pack on. So it kind of does everything for you. I really like to blend shadows together with this one if I'm using 2 different colors, and just blend the center together and marry them. Or you can use it on your lower lash line. It's so precise, blends out beautifully. I've always wanted to create, if you've seen my other videos, I have always talked about creating something that is perfect for blending the lower lash line, because that is one of my biggest things that I'm always picking up other brushes and pinching them like this and like using it just on the lower lash line. I wanted something I can pick up without having to manipulate and use on my eyes, so this is perfect for that. The DS04 is the crease blur, and this one is a small fanned out shaped brush, and it's used to precisely blend the crease or any other small area. So you can blend right on the crease, or you can even go on the lower lash line with it around. It's going to really blur out any edge that you have because it's so rounded and dome shaped, but very fluffy and fanned out. It's gonna just easily diffuse a soft, small line. DS05 is the pigment brush, and it's just a really nice flat synthetic brush that you can apply any cream to or any pigment. And the reason I call it the pigment is because it picks up our pigments in our eyeshadow palettes beautifully. You're gonna get a lot of color on the first swipe, and it's just going to easily apply on the eye without having to use your finger or any other brush. This one is made perfectly for our foil eyeshadows. It just picks them up beautifully. You can also use this as a concealer brush. I also made sure that the brushes are very narrow towards the bottom so that they're easier to hold and easier to store. You know when you have a brush and it's like super thick and you're trying to store so many brushes, maybe you have one of these or something, they take up so much space. It's just easier to store your brushes in, and they're very lightweight. They don't feel super heavy and weighed down. I wanted this summer collection specifically to have this airy, light kind of feel, and the brushes are very clean and white looking, just matches the palette perfectly, and it has the same font color as the palette, so it ties that together. And the brushes are light and bright, so whenever you wash them, you can easily see if the brushes are dirty or clean, you know, so it's easier to wash as well. Also, the brushes are vegan and cruelty free. Each one, again, is $12. Fringe is just a basic bronzy taupe shade that you can use for your crease, for your lid. You can bronze with it. Some people are going to be able to contour with it depending on your skin tone. Next to it is Evil Eye, and Evil Eye is a really velvety matte deep blue sea kind of color. You want to say it's a turquoise, but it's not. It's just this vibrant blue ocean color, and I love this as the pop. This actually was the inspiration for the entire blue in the palette, from the bag to the front of the palette, and just gives the whole vibe that ocean summery look. And then next to it we have Free Spirit, and Free Spirit is a matte cream shade you could put all over your eye to set your eyes with, to brighten your under eyes or brighten anywhere on your face. Right next to it is Cactus, another matte shade. Our matte shades are so buttery, by the way, and like smooth, and they pick up so beautifully. Cactus is like a mossy muted green, and it's matte, so you can create dimension with it, like what I did with this look today, or you could just pop it all over the eye. Next to it I have Dreamcatcher, which is a beautiful baby blue. In person, you're gonna die. Like, you're gonna wanna put this all over your eyelid. It's so sparkly. And then right next to that we have a Wildflower, which is also a blush, and it's just a really nice pretty pink color that you can put on your cheeks, all over the eyelid, the crease, everywhere you want. I really like it all over the eye because it's such a vibrant, beautiful pink, but it's also good to use in the crease, so you can transition a shade with that. Suede is the deepest color in the palette, and that is an orange brown rustic shade, and this is great all over the eye or in the crease. Same thing with that, it's a matte, so you can really just do anything with it. Bohemian is actually the same color as the font on the palette, and all the little details that you see this color in, that's where I got that color. I got inspired by this shade. It's so beautiful. Evil Eye and Bohemian are the definition of this entire collection. So creamy and smooth on the eye. And then next to it we have a Desert Queen, which is a really nice orange color. It's just an orange color that's perfect for summertime. I like this in the crease. It's like my favorite place to put this color, and it's matte, so you can create dimension with it. And then we have Wanderlust, and Wanderlust is a really unique shade. It's a foil color. It has a green undertone, but a very luxe champagne look to it, and I love putting that on my inner corners. I actually have it all over the lid today. It's really, really pretty. I think it's gonna look so good on every skin tone, so I definitely have to try wanderlust all over your eye. Moonchild is a gorgeous shade. Moonchild just reminds me of a night sky. Imagine being out on the beach and it's nighttime and the sky is navy blue with sparkling stars everywhere. That's what this color reminds me of. Moonchild is so beautiful. It's matte navy blue with blue and purple sparkles of glitter in it. It's so pretty. You're gonna wanna wear this all over your eyelid. So next to that we have Gypsy, and Gypsy is a purple foil shadow with silver and violet flecks of glitter in it. It's really pretty and unique. It can go on a little bit softer, but you definitely can build it up to a really high pigment. If you use the pigment brush, even better. You're gonna wanna use the pigment brush with Bohemian, Wanderlust, Gypsy, Dreamcatcher, and Moonchild as well, but you can actually use those with the packer brush because it is a matte base, so it's not too creamy to where it's almost like a wet formula. So it's not that, it's just a little bit of the glitter and shine infused into the matte shade. So that's the entire palette, and I hope you guys love the colors. I am so excited for this palette. For the mirror on this palette, it's large obviously, but it's shaped like a crystal to kind of tie the whole theme together. And I have that cool tone bronze color around the rim of the mirror and the pans. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about the whole collection and how you guys feel about the whole product. I love reading your guys' reviews, so make sure to go on DominiqueCosmetics.com and leave your review once you've gotten your palette and tried it, because I love hearing your guys' feedback and love to repost it as well. So that is the whole collection, and I wanted to make it easy for you guys. Like, I don't want to put like a bunch of crazy packaging. I just want it to be super easy and sleek in this little bag right here for you, and I hope you guys love it. So I also did a tutorial for you guys in this video, so now I'm gonna get into the tutorial. I'm gonna show you how I got this look right here using the greens. So if you wanna get into the tutorial, then keep watching. First, I'm just gonna prime my eyes with some concealer on my eyelids and jump into actually putting this on camera. My first kind of sneak peek was through an Instagram video that I posted. That was something that was very new and like different, instead of doing like a video, but obviously this is the actual reveal, but I just thought it would be fun to do a little sneak peek through a quick little Instagram video. If you follow me on Instagram, you definitely saw that. After I do my concealer, then I'm going to set my eyes in place. So I have this shade right here called Free Spirit, and the reason it's called Free Spirit is because you can use it anywhere on your face. I set my eyes with this one. I can brighten my under eyes, down my nose, and like different parts of my face with this. I really like it. It's a nice creamy beige color, so it's just perfect for the lid. So I'm gonna be using the new Dominique Cosmetics brush. This is called the Blend and Shade. For this one, I'm just gonna take Free Spirit and pack it on all over the lid. It's a nice flat fluffy brush, so you can use it on multiple parts of your face, and it's great at brightening. I always have like little hidden gems in my palettes so that you can use on your face as well, and this one is one of those nice brighteners that you can brighten right underneath the eye and set everything in place there. So now it's not going to crease or anything like that. So I'm going to pick up Fringe with the Blend and Shade brush, the DSO3, and pack that on the eyelid. This one is almost very similar to like a tan. Like when I'm tan, I'm this color. So this is very much a skin tone type of a shade. And I like to use this all over the lid or just to start the definition in the crease. So I'll just pack this all over the lid for this look. This brush makes everything so much easier. Because I just want to pack it on really quick and then blend it, you can do that. And you just go right into the crease with the very end of the brush. This shade too is very versatile. You can use it on your lid, your crease. Also, depending on your skin tone, you can definitely contour with it. It's very light and neutral. So this is something that I'm gonna start off with, and then we're gonna get into the crease. And for the crease, I have Suede. It's this really beautiful brown right here. It's like an orangey brown, and it's a really nice velvety matte shade, and I'm gonna use that for the crease. So I'm just gonna go in here and give my crease some life. And this is just one of those perfect crease shades for the summer. This is like one of my go-to crease crease shades now. Of all the shades that we created in our palettes for the crease have been so amazing that I just want them all in one little palette because I can use them every single day. They just give you the most beautiful dimension. So I'm gonna work that into the crease. I'm gonna sweep a little bit of that color right underneath my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take the blend and shade brush to sweep that in there. See how it fits perfectly? It doesn't go too far out, it's not too thin. It just works so perfectly for the lower lash line. And then in the crease, I'm gonna take Cactus, just really pretty neutral green. And because I want that exactly in the crease, I don't want it to go anywhere else, I'm gonna be using the Crease Blur. This is the DS04. Now I'm gonna go back into Suede, the brown color. With the Crease Blur brush, I'm gonna go into Suede, and I'm gonna work that in the crease, but I'm gonna be a little bit more precise where I want it. I'm gonna put it right in this area right here, so it's gonna give off a little bit more color because we're not using a fluffy blending brush, we're using the Crease Blur, which is more densely packed. These brushes are so delicate and soft on the eye, but they blend so beautifully. I like that because your eye area is super sensitive and the skin is very delicate and thin. So any products that you use on your eyes should always be delicate. I feel like I've used brushes before where they're pretty rough on the eye. And over time, if you continue to use brushes like that, your eyes are going to get saggier, droopier, and they're going to have even more folds. So that's something that was really important to me when creating these brushes, was that it had some kind of benefit for the skin. And because these have hemp seed oil in them and vitamin E, they actually will improve your skin. So you're not, when you're putting the makeup on, you're actually helping your skin instead of making it worse. The lid, I'm gonna use Wanderlust. It's right underneath Cactus. These two actually go perfectly together. And I kind of lined the eyeshadows up so that whenever you look at it, you know easily what you want to use. Like these all go together really nicely. So do these. And then these are like more of the fun colors at the end. But I'm gonna take Wanderlust, this really pretty, almost like a old gold, like a very washed champagne luxe gold. And let me just swatch it for you again. Look how beautiful that is. That is gorgeous. Has a green undertone to it. So for this shade, I'm gonna take the pigment brush from Dominique Cosmetics and pick this up like so, and pop it on the eye. And because this is a flat synthetic brush, all of the foiled shades are gonna apply 100 times better. It's kind of like using your finger. It's just gonna glide on so much more smooth and pigmented with the pigment brush. So anytime you're using one of the foils, definitely pick up the pigment brush to put it on so that you get the best application. I really wanted to use the blue in this video, but I did it in an Instagram tutorial already, so you can kind of see how the blues and the golds and the browns work together. So I wanted to do something more that's showing off the green tones. And then for the inner corner, I'm gonna take Desert Queen, which is a different kind of pop, but let's just see how it looks. I'm gonna put in a little bit of Free Spirit right on top just to tone down the orange and make it a little more subtle. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of a wing, so I'm gonna take Moonchild, which is such a beautiful color. Oh my God, this color is gorgeous. So it's a navy blue with gold. It's almost like a blue-black, but it's very dark blue with light gold and silver flecks in it, glitter flecks. And to do that, I'm gonna take the Blade, which is my DS01 brush. I love this brush to create really sharp lines. So I'm just gonna take that and do a little wing. I'm gonna take a little bit of Free Spirit with my packer brush. And this is really just to pack on color to the lid or anywhere that you need to. You can pack it onto the brow bone as well. So I'm just gonna use this on the brow bone. So this is the eye look that I did today, but I'm gonna do so many more eye looks. This is just one of them. I did another one on Instagram, so you guys can check that one out too. But now I'm just gonna pop on some lashes and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the lashes are on, and now I'm gonna move on to the rest of the face. I just wanna show you how I brighten my under eyes with this palette and how beautiful it brightens. So I'm gonna take Free Spirit, like a medium-sized brush, and just hit that right underneath the under eyes to brighten and clean anything up. And it's so natural and so pretty on the skin. I'm gonna go down the center of the face to hit those oily spots and just to brighten up any dark spots. So there, and now we're going to bronze a little bit, and I'm gonna take Fringe and some of Wildflower. I'm gonna use that as a blush. And we're just gonna pop that on right there. And just take some on my finger and go down my nose a little bit. My Cupid's bow. So I'm gonna take my Cream Matte Liquid Lip in the shade Babe, and then just go over with a lip liner. This is Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't believe this is my 6th launch, my 4th palette. So crazy. I'm so blessed to have you guys in my life. It's been going so beautifully, and I can't wait for what's to come next because we are working on some really cool things in the future. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me and being there for me. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.